So now that we've had some time to talk about some of the limitations of Schoology and Google Classroom, some of the functionalities of both, and then also some of the ways that we've streamlined our classes with both of the technologies, I want to show you exactly what it will be like to send out a document to your students using the Schoology and Google Classroom integration. So I'm going to just recap again how to add a material using the Google Docs feature. So I'm going to click Add Materials just like I showed you before. We'll add an assignment. And then just for the sake of demonstration, I want to label this Civil War module because that's the document that I am going to link from Google Drive. So we're going to click the Google Drive Assignments tab. And just like before, everything from our student account drive will be here. So I'll click that. I will attach it. And I'm going to assign a due date. So we'll make it mid-September. I will keep the time. I will keep the points as 100 for now. And I also want to make sure that I assign it into a category just for the sake of this demonstration. So I'm going to assign it as a homework grade. I'm going to make sure that it's published to students. And I'm going to create that assignment. So I have added one member to this Blue Block ELA course. So Sydney Clanton's here. And Sydney Clanton has received this document into her Schoology account because I just have created it. So what I want to do now is I want to sign out of my teacher account and log into Sydney's account. And we're going to be able to explore what it'll look like for Sydney to receive one of these Google Docs, how she'll be able to edit it, how she will be able to submit it, and then we'll switch back over to my account after it has been submitted, and I'll show you some of the ways we can streamline our grading process through this integration. So I'm going to stop for now, and then we're going to switch over to Sydney's account to see how she has received this document. All right, so I've switched over to Sydney's student view, and I'm going to click into my course, Blue Block ELA. I'm going to click into the assignment that I pushed out to her. And this is when Schoology starts looking a little bit different than it ever has. So this gives the student a nice brief description of what the assignment is, when the due date is, and then the exciting part. When you click My Document, it opens up Google Docs within Schoology with all of the functionalities of Google Doc. So this is the assignment that I pushed out to Sydney. She's able to edit it right here. As you noticed, I wrote "This is awesome" just for the sake of a demonstration, and I'm going to submit that assignment. So it asks the student, just to confirm that they were ready to submit. I submit. They give me a confirmation of submission, and that is done. Now I'm going to switch over to the teacher view again, and I'm going to show you what it looks like now that this document has been submitted. All right, so back to teacher view. I'm going to click into Blue Block ELA, and I'm going to click right into the assignment. And again, this looks very different. So I have the assignment along with a downloadable link. I have an in progress tab. So if the students have opened it, but they haven't submitted it, their names would be listed here, last name first. And then finally, I have the submissions tab. So Sydney, like I had done, it had submitted her document. So now I have the ability to view everything that she's done here. So I see that she's edited it and she said this is awesome. And I'm also able to grade it right from here as well. So what's really cool, and if you didn't use Google Classroom, if you haven't used Google Docs to grade, you're also able to leave comments right in the paper that Sydney will easily be able to see. So over here on the right, you can suggest editing mode, suggesting mode, or viewing mode. And I'm going to hit suggesting. So that means every time I type into her document, it'll be a different color, and it'll also leave a little flag on the right-hand side telling Sydney exactly what I wanted to change. So if I want to say, "Great job," when I click out, it'll be in green font, so it'll stand out to Sydney, and then also it'll be flagged over here on the right so that she's able to see that I've left that comment. What I did last year a lot in Google Classroom is what I would do is I would copy and paste a rubric right into the document. So I have editing privileges as well, so I can type in here, and I would just go ahead and copy and paste that rubric right into the bottom of all of my students' work, and then I would grade in the rubric right in the document, and then they'd be able to see the feedback, they'd be able to see the comments, and they'd be able to see the rubric right in the same document. In suggestion mode too, so it was a different color from their type. So this is going to really help streamline the grading process for writing assignments. Now, what's exciting for me is the fact that you're able to grade right here as well. So a lot of times last year as well, I would have to transfer the grades from Google Classroom over to Schoology. I'd have to create a manual assignment and then add each of those individually. But for here, I could give her 100 out of 100. Share the gradebook comment with your student. Save. Oh, we don't want her to give her 1100 out of 100. We want to just give her 100 here. For some reason, it's a little bit hard to see. 100 out of 100. And then when I go to my courses, into my gradebook, her grade is already right there, with also the ability to open up that document and take a look at what she wrote right from the Schoology gradebook. It's so exciting.